Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Amid concerns that China has hacked into about 4 million current and former federal employees' records, new concerns come up about our cybersecurity. And with us now is Congressman Ed Royce to talk about that. You get the feeling that one well-placed hack into our computers could really pull down the entire economy, if not our security.
Well, if you think about the electric grid or water and power, and you can see foreign governments testing this. To give you an example, I would think the most effective hackers are out of Moscow. Russia runs an operation in which they not only effectively are able to build this capability, but they teach others. For example, they teach the North Koreans. There's a special bureau in North Korea that does this. They go there for their lesson plans. And so you could see how effective the North Koreans were when they hacked directly into the South Korean economy, and for a while took down the banking system, took down the ability of people to pull money out of their banking machines and so forth, and then finally attacked Sony as well, by the way. So this is increasingly the challenge.
How secure would you say our systems are? I mean, the confidence that the American public has is somewhat shaky, especially when you see that we couldn't even really get healthcare.gov up and running in a very easy fashion.
Well, we're an open society, and so you look at a society like ours, or to take that microcosm of South Korea versus North Korea. North Korea is a very closed society, so there was very little South Korea could do back, right? Likewise with Moscow and their abilities to do this. It is interesting to see the amount of resources that Moscow or China or Iran deploy into teaching hackers. And I would say those are really the top three. And there's no doubt that the capabilities are it's very hard for us to keep ahead of the capacity. And so the questions are how do you deter this kind of activity?
So how do you?
With North Korea, half of their income is hard currency from illicit activity overseas. They sell a lot of drugs, they sell clandestine missiles and rockets and so forth, contraband cigarettes. You can shut that down and send a message that this will be the response. And I would think that increasingly we need to have some type of response to show that we're not going to allow this to go on.
As we speak right now, though, we're investigating whether China itself was behind some of the hacking. How do you deal with China when we're proposing some developments right in the shadow of Anaheim Stadium?
Well, the point to me would be sort of a knowledge by other governments that if we catch them in this, that there will be a consequence in terms of steps that we'll take that will impact their economy.
And I mean, we have so much development like that Anaheim, the Chinese-backed development in Anaheim, and also just so much investment from China. So where do you hit them?
But the point is that if you catch a foreign power directly involved in this, you've got to send a message. Leslie, you've got to take some kind of action. And the advantage of starting with North Korea and imploding their economy, there's another advantage in that too. They do have nuclear weapons. It would be nice to see if we couldn't make it impossible for them to have the hard currency to continue to try to put those on ICBMs. So I would make an example of a country like that we've caught hacking here and send that message to everybody else.
It's ridiculous we're out of time right now because you just opened a new box, but I thank you very much for being here. Thank you for joining us. I'm Leslie Leyton.